This is Ryan Watches a Movie, where we get our friend Ryan to watch a movie and tell us what he thought.
Going balls out in the lumberyard.
Watching the Grunion Pro Magi. If you're listening to this, don't even waste your time.
Hello and welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie. This is episode number 165. My name's Adam Patterson. With me today, Kevin Rakestraw. How you doing, Kevin?
Doing pretty good.
We're also joined by Ryan Holes. How are you?
Alive.
Nice.
Alive and kicking. What movie do we have you watch this week?
Poltergeist 3.
Poltergeist 3.
Said Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. Poltergeist 3, picked this in honor of the Poltergeist remake coming out this week. This is directed by Gary Sherman. I have a synopsis here. Carol Ann is staying with her aunt in a high-rise building, and the supernatural forces that have haunted her previously follow her there. This stars Tom Skerritt, good old Tommy Skerritt, Nancy Allen, and Heather O'Rourke. Zelda Rubinstein's in there, too. I think she's probably the only...
Lara Flynn Boyle?
Lara Flynn Boyle's in there, too. Looks like she plays the older sister, Lara Flynn Boyle. I'm pretty sure Zelda Rubinstein's the only one that was in all three of the Poltergeist movies. Fairly certain.
This is Lara Flynn Boyle's first movie.
How about that?
Dad. You're welcome, Ryan.
Okay.
Now, Ryan, why don't you tell us a little bit about Poltergeist 3?
Well, first of all, I had two Poltergeist for it too. So, for a
That's weird.
time,
We were hoping.
because basically this little girl is shipped off to Chicago by her parents because she has emotional problems, and they send her to a school for gifted children that have emotional problems. And she goes to the school, and the head of the school thinks that she is secretly hypnotizing everyone and making them believe that ghosts are real and whatnot. And they all live in this high-rise apartment, and eventually ghosts come in the mirrors, and they start doing weird things opposite of what their physical reflections do. So they sort of have them onto their own. And Lara Flynn Boyle goes to a party with her boyfriend, and they make their way into the security room of this building, and they see the little girl running around trying to go somewhere safe, and they go to rescue her, and she falls into a pipe, or a drain pipe, and the drain pipe turns into water.
Ooh.
And then they fall in also, so all three of them go to the other side. And there's some more ghostly things happening. And the older daughter comes back, and she just kind of like appears out of nowhere, basically. And she ends up killing the head of the school, and then you find out that it's not really her. It's her reflection come to life.
What?
Mm.
What?
And they try to rescue this little girl, and everyone is told that the people can't totally be taken to the other side unless they aren't loved by anyone, or the real people who do love them are also taken to the other side.
Oh,
And there's somewhat of a struggle, and finally, stepmom, professor love to this little girl, and the older girl and the dad, and they all come back.
Oh, that's nice.
And they all live happily ever after, I would assume.
Well, at the end, the big twist outside of the skyscraper, and it's getting struck by lightning, and you can hear the ghost guy laughing.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, man.
It means
Means
there's
Polter-
gonna be another one
Poltergeist
that's
4, watch out.
coming at you. This one came out in '88, but I know that they're still working on that fourth one.
No, it.
So what'd you think
So-
of this?
It's terrible.
Oh,
Aw.
come on, man.
All they did was use loud noises a lot to try and scare you.
Mm.
Did any of them work? Did they get you?
I think maybe the first one did.
The first one?
Because I wasn't expecting it.
You didn't even know that you started the movie yet?
You didn't even know what the movie was.
The next 300 times it didn't scare me.
Kind of got redundant, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
300 jump scares. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that would lose its effect after a while.
Yeah, so this has a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's the lowest rated one in the series. And I'm not counting the TV show. There was an actual Poltergeist, The Legacy TV series. I'm not sure what that's all about. I never saw it.
When was that?
That was in 97.
Ooh,
So there were 20 episodes of that. So
must have done really well.
I got a full season at least.
Nice.
I don't know
Yeah,
how.
also, I would like to point out that
Point away.
that Zelda lady, she sounds like the girl. Oh, I can't think of. Fuck. The show that used to be on HBO with Kenny Powers.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's Kenny's girlfriend.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
the lady sounds exactly like her.
Yeah, you're right. She kind of sounds like Yardley Smith a little bit, the voice of Lisa Simpson, but with a southern accent.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
nailed it. I can't add anything. I don't know Zelda, nor have I heard her talk.
You never saw the original Poltergeist, Kevin?
I don't think I have.
She was the Exorcist lady. Or, I think she was the Exorcist lady in the original one too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
She's a creepy fucking woman.
She's a creepy woman.
Yeah.
I love the first Poltergeist movie. I love it. We were talking about Amblin, how things feel Amblin, and that's why I love the first Poltergeist.
There was an Amblin one for you?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm
Actually,
gonna
I
have
think
to
it was.
check out-
I think we were talking about Poltergeist, and that's what brought it up.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm gonna have to check out Poltergeist.
You'll like it.
I've always wanted to see it.
It's really good. You'll like it.
I'm
It's
gonna check it out.
It's I mean, it's not a horror movie for adults. It's aimed at kind of like a family horror movie, if that
Okay.
exists. But there's some kind of dark stuff in that movie. The first one, it has like there's the face melting scene where a guy imagines that
Sold.
he imagines that his face is melting off.
Sold.
Yeah.
Okay. Sold. You said face melt. Sold. We're done.
Yeah, I would definitely check out the original Poltergeist. Now, I
shouldn't start with 3.
No, I don't
Okay.
think so. Now, I've seen the second one. I think I used to have this on. They had a box set on DVD, and I had all 3 of them. But I cannot tell you anything about the first 2. I don't remember them at all.
Wow. Now, Ryan, is there anything dark in the third one?
That Zelda lady. The only thing I think of is that Zelda lady, and she's talking in the mirror to one of the ghosts. The ghost comes out of the mirror and instantly bakes her entire body.
Does what now?
Bakes her?
Bakes her. Bakes her.
Yeah, I don't
Wow.
know how else to explain it. It looks like.
Just bakes it.
It looks like he died like 50 years ago,
Oh my
and
goodness.
they just found her.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Hmm.
Just sped that shit up. Rapid decay.
Yeah, the first
Through the
Poltergeist
mirror.
is rated PG. I think that this was like right before or the year of the PG-13 rating.
Mm,
But yeah, it's definitely should have a PG-13 at the very least.
gotcha.
And Spielberg wrote the screenplay for the first one as well.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, first one's solid. Second two, from what I heard, they're complete train wrecks. Now, Ryan, have you heard about the Poltergeist curse? Or Kevin, have you heard about the Poltergeist curse?
I have heard of the Poltergeist curse.
So apparently, rumor has it that this film series has been cursed, and there's some sort of malevolent forces at work with this because a lot of people died that were involved with this series. The main girl who played Carol Ann, Heather O'Rourke, she died right after filming Poltergeist 3 under mysterious circumstances. She just died. She just kind of like keeled over and died.
Well, it said during surgery to repair an acute bowel obstruction.
Well, on her bio here, it says that she went into cardiac arrest. Oh, no, you're right. And died on the operating table. So she went into cardiac arrest, and I guess they got her to the hospital, but then she died. That's sad. The girl, the older sister that was in the first one, she also died. I think she was murdered.
She was murdered by her boyfriend.
Yeah. And I think there was one or two crew members that were either injured or got killed as well.
Poltergeist curse.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Pretty creepy.
And now they're gonna bring it back.
Yeah, they're bringing the curse back. Why not? It's been long enough.
Huh.
These spirits, they forget. They forget what's going on. Let's talk about the director, Gary Sherman. Let's see what he did. He did, in addition to Poltergeist 3, did Wanted, Dead or Alive with Rutger Hauer.
Oh, nice.
Did a movie called Lisa. That was his follow-up to Poltergeist 3.
She's only flirting.
She's only flirting, dude.
What the hell is that movie about? That your tagline is Lisa's only flirting.
I don't know.
That was
Looks
the
looks like-
the follow-up.
That's probably a chick that murders people.
It looks
No,
like
it's no.
Looks
It
like
says
one of these-
Lisa's only flirting ... but flirting with Richard is flirting with death.
yeah, she plays.
I'm gonna take it that Richard is a bad guy.
Probably. It looks like one of those classic '90s erotic thrillers.
It sure does. But this one has Jeffrey Tambor.
Nice. I wonder if he plays Richard.
He does not play
Oh,
Richard.
that'd be great.
That's D.W. Moffat.
Oh, of course. Old D-Dub. Let's see what else he did. He did a bunch of TV stuff. He did 6 episodes of a show called Missing Persons. He did an episode of the Poltergeist TV show 39, a film by Carol McCain,
Okay.
and yet he directed it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
He was a director and writer of a movie called Raw Meat.
Raw meat.
I
Perfect.
wonder if that's a porno or if it's a horror movie.
Raw Meat?
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's a horror movie.
That's on AKA Raw Meat.
Yeah, it's a horror movie.
Donald Pleasance in there.
And David Ladd. Nice. Yeah, so he hasn't done too much.
No, he hasn't.
Maybe the curse got him. It killed his career.
Ooh, too soon.
Well, apparently he does have a documentary called Serving Time, which hasn't come out yet. It's coming out in September.
Now, Ryan, are you anticipating that one after watching Poltergeist 3?
I can't say that I am.
Ah.
Now, do you have
Oh,
any...
he's so the main thing that it looks like he's doing, he's the producer for the first 48 Missing Persons show.
I never liked that show, really.
Me either.
I
I
saw a
like
couple
the
of them.
show. The first I watched it, and every time after that.
Yeah, I remember the first couple that I saw were interesting, but after that I kind of lost interest. Now, does this give you any kind of desire to see the first two Poltergeist movies?
No.
Nope.
Are you sure?
Maybe the first one, maybe.
I'd say
Second one.
I think the first one is worth checking out. Directed by Tobe Hooper, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I know, right?
It's odd, yeah.
It is odd, but sure, why not?
All right, let's go ahead and give you your drum roll on this one, Ryan. What do you give Poltergeist 3?
2.
That's a 2 out of 10. So this did get nominated for 2 awards. Oddly,
The good kind? Good kind?
one good, one bad. The first one was Best Supporting Actress for Zelda Rubinstein, and the second one was for Worst Supporting Actress for Zelda Rubinstein. I think somebody was wrong there. Somebody got it wrong.
The worst is she didn't win either one.
Yeah.
So she was mediocre at best.
Well, this
Went home empty-handed.
I think there's a reason that these Saturn Awards don't happen anymore. At least I don't think they happen anymore. I remember, like, every time we do one of these, Ryan watches a movie, and it's anything that's like horror or sci-fi related, there's always a Saturn Award in there somewhere.
Well, that's what they were for. The old Saturn Awards.
I guarantee you that I could look at the movies that came out in '88 at just the horror, fantasy, and sci-fi, and I could probably pick a solid group of supporting actresses.
It looks like the Saturn Awards are still going.
Are they?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got the 2014 nominees right here. I got them.
I bet they're terrible.
Okay, so it's sci-fi and fantasy and horror and thrillers. So the best fantasy film is Birdman, Grand Budapest Hotel,
What?
The Hobbit, Into the Woods, Maleficent, and Paddington.
What?
Love it. Love it.
Yeah. It sounds like they were just trying to, like, go with the grain on that one.
I like how their definition of fantasy is like anything that's just a tiny bit fantasy. So every movie ever.
Yeah. Grand Budapest? Fantasy? Birdman? Come on.
They're all make-believe, so they're all...
It encompasses all movies except for documentaries. Oh, God. Now, are you interested in the Poltergeist remake that's coming out this week?
Nope.
Motherfucker, why not?
Because it's rated PG-13, first of all.
Well,
Uh,
I don't know if that necessarily means it's going to be bad. I mean, one of my all-time favorite horror movies, Drag Me to Hell, is PG-13, and that movie was scary as shit.
Yeah, because, well... know.
Is that the one, the original one, or the newer one?
No, there is only one Drag Me to Hell. It's the Sam Raimi one.
Is there, Adam? Is there, though? Because maybe Ryan knows something you don't
Maybe,
know.
but I'm positive.
But Ryan, it's rated PG-13 for intense, frightening sequences, okay? They wouldn't put that there if it wasn't true.
I don't care about any of that. When you have a horror movie that's rated PG-13, that makes me lose interest right away.
Because you don't get to see all the blood you want to see. All the faces being ripped off and throats being cut out.
Exactly. You don't get to see the core horror things happening.
What was
Gotcha.
the one that The Conjuring? I think that was the one that ended up that they kept saying, "Oh, it was rated R because it was too scary." So they made
Yeah, which was the biggest load of horse shit ever.
I know that. What a letdown. When I was
It's
like,
like, are you fucking kidding me?
this is no more scary than Drag Me to Hell, and in fact, it was significantly less scary to me than Drag Me to Hell.
This is significantly less scary than a lot of movies.
Part of me
just
wonders
feel
if
like
that's just
having
marketing.
Oh, hell yeah, it was marketing. Oh,
Having a
hell yeah.
movie rated PG-13 is I mean, everyone's standards today, they're trying to protect little kids. So it's almost like a PG rating to me.
Hmm. I don't know if I agree with that necessarily.
It can't be. There's brief, suggestive material. So,
If it's like the original Poltergeist, then it deserves the PG-13. Because if they include all the standard scares that were in the original, like the clown and the face melting, and there's a couple other things here and there, I would say PG-13 is fine.
I know, I'm not interested at all, except for the fact that it's Sam Rockwell. Which,
I'm not interested at all because it doesn't look like they do anything more than just straight up remake it.
oh, I don't want that. That sounds terrible.
It,
Make
I'm
it creepier, at least.
I'm okay with older movies being remade in some instances, but take a new, put a new twist on it. Make it different. And just judging from the trailer, of course I haven't seen it yet, but just judging from the trailer, I don't know that it looks the same. It just looks the same. I like Rosemary DeWitt too. She plays the wife.
Gotta have the poltergeist come through in like an iPad or something.
Oh boy, I wonder if they're gonna do
Or like a Samsung G, whatever G
Galaxy
they're on now.
S4.
Yeah, or S. Yeah, I don't know what letters they use. Whatever.
The guy that directed this movie is the same guy that did Monster House, the animated movie.
Shit, yes.
Being sarcastic or serious?
Of course, that's sarcastic.
I heard Monster House was good. I actually haven't seen it, but I don't know.
I click on the guy's page and he looks like he's like 19 years old.
He also did City of Ember.
I've never heard of that.
I heard bad things about that one. I think Bill Murray was in that, right?
Bill Murray was in that. You are correct.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I heard that it wasn't very good.
Mm.
Yeah, so I don't know what to say about the new Poltergeist.
Now, I have a quick question because I don't have TV and stuff. So, Ryan, this is directed to you. Are they going crazy with the Poltergeist marketing?
In the past, the past few weeks, it wasn't that much. But in the past few days, I'm starting to see every other commercial is from Poltergeist.
Okay.
Just
Because,
look.
see, I'm thinking, like, for me, just the world that I live in, I haven't heard anything about Poltergeist.
Yeah, they're ramping up the marketing on it. There's a lot of posters and stuff around where I live at like bus stops and stuff. There's a lot of that clown.
That's why I was kind of, I knew of it from doing the podcast. So when I checked it out, I just thought it was like a remake and they were doing with like young actors and stuff, and it was sort of no big deal. But, Sam Rockwell and Rosemary DeWitt, Jared Harris.
Yeah, I think Jared Harris is the Zelda character.
Sam Rockwell and clowns. They interest me.
Okay.
I'm Sam Rockwell.
Ryan's interest has been piqued.
What I want to know, I see the picture of the clown here on the poster, and what I want to know is what family would buy that clown for their kid? Like, do they want to frighten them to death?
They hate their kids.
As an adult, I wouldn't want that thing in my home.
As anything. Even if I was like crazy.
I find myself more creeped out by like dolls and stuff the older I get.
Like a small dress just hanging on a wall.
That's an inside joke.
Still the creepiest thing ever.
Yeah, the clown looks pretty
Even
creepy.
like I don't know because I would probably be out of my mind. But if I was a crazy person, I wouldn't have that in my house
Yeah.
because that would creep me out.
Yeah, it's definitely creepy looking. The way that that clown scene in the original movie was pretty freaky, but the clown didn't look like the one in this movie. It looked like I don't know, just a regular clown doll.
And do they exist outside of the world of horror movies? Because I'm just wondering, like, where is the market for these clown dolls, and who makes them, and who's buying them?
I don't think there is one, and I'll tell you
Okay,
why.
there shouldn't be.
Because I live in a place. I live on a street 2 stores down from my apartment. There's a rubber stamp store. It's a store that specializes in selling rubber stamps.
Gotcha.
And
are there clowns in there?
What I'm saying is we have specialty stores for just about anything you could possibly imagine.
But nowhere on your block is clown dolls.
I have yet to see the clown doll store.
That's probably because everyone burns them to the ground because they're so terrible.
As soon as they see them, it just burn. There was one guy back in like 42 that just made a shitload of them, just a mess of them, and they've been slowly burned off through the years.
Either that or the clowns just immediately kill the owner every time. Every time they open up a new one, the clowns just kill them.
Oh man, you gotta watch out for this clown dolls.
Death by clown.
Yeah.
It's serious. That's fucking serious. Can you imagine anything worse?
No. Well, probably. All right. Any final thoughts on Poltergeist 3 or any of the Poltergeist movies, Ryan?
No, at least this one's not worth it.
Now, so this is a haunted house story. What's your style of horror movies? Like, what's your favorite subgenre of horror movies? Do you like ghost stories or do you like slashers?
It all depends on how they're made. Like,
true words have never been spoken.
Ghostbusters. I know that's a real horror movie, but I love that. And what the fuck did we see today?
We saw
in Texas.
We saw a bunch of horror movies.
You guys saw like 33 horror movies.
With me and Kevin.
With me?
Yeah.
Oh, was it the remake? What was
Evil
that remake?
Dead?
Yeah. That was cool, and that was, I'm assuming, more of a slasher movie.
It was kind of it was kind of a hybrid. I don't know what you'd consider that.
It just all depends. If they scare me, then I like them.
Okay.
Do jump scares usually get you? Or are you not a fan of jump scares?
Not very like me. Like I said, like the first time, maybe.
It'll get you.
But, I mean...
But then you wise up.
How hard is it to scare somebody?
I know. All you have to do is just be quiet and then be loud.
Yeah, be quiet, then be loud. I mean, that's a jump scare right there. They're often the cheapest things in horror movies.
Yeah,
but
it's not really scaring you. It's just startling you.
Right. You're not like pissing your pants because you're scared for your life.
Yeah.
I'm okay with jump scares if they're used in moderation and if they lend themselves to the story. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. But see, like, even if I watch like a foreign film drama, if there's a moment where it's like quiet, 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 and then there's that, that'll still startle me.
Oh yeah. I saw Tomorrowland earlier this week, and there were like two or three parts in that were really loud right after an extended silence, and they made me jump.
I remember when I saw The Rover, anytime they fired guns.
Oh my god, yeah, that
scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. I remember when I saw The Rover, like, it wasn't just me, it was like everybody in that theater was freaking out because
they made the guns like 5 times louder than everything
the guns
else.
were so loud and realistic sounding in that movie. Yeah.
The movie that terrified me the most was probably Insidious.
Insidious? Yeah, that one scared me when I saw it in the theater.
But I like that kind of horror.
Well, Insidious is a lot like Poltergeist. At least the first one. I don't know about the third one.
So is that the scariest one for you, Ryan? Is Insidious?
The scariest one I can think of right now, yeah.
Just beats out Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters, second scariest movie ever made.
Oh, God.
I was just, it made me think of what I find to be the scariest movie ever made, and I don't know. I don't know what I would have to like really take some time and research that.
I would have to have like everything in front of me.
Yeah, I would have to look. I would have to go to Letterboxd and probably page through.
I think for me the most disturbing is still Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That's definitely up there for me. The first Alien also to this day it still kind of rattles me. Mostly just the chest bursting scene because it's just
I remember Ringu creeping me out.
Yeah, that one. Did you guys know that they made a live action Fatal Frame movie?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If video games were taught in there, that video game terrified me.
That video game was creepy.
I find video games more scary than movies. Because with movies I'm always detached from them. Yeah. With video games you're in it. Like it's so much more immersive. And with video games, like I refuse to play that new Alien game, Alien Isolation, because I saw gameplay of it and I knew what it was, and they just stress me out. Like I get on edge, I get tense.
Just can't deal with it.
And some people like that feeling, and sometimes I do. It just depends. But I mean, some of like those Clock Tower games, those were always so intense because you had to run. There was no way to defend yourself.
I wonder how many people are like on Xanax and stuff because of those games, just so they can play the game.
Yeah,
so, like, pop a Xanax real quick.
Fatal Frame made 4 teenage people in my bedroom terrified.
I love the way you phrased that.
Yeah,
that's great.
That's great. I remember we couldn't play it. We had to turn it off.
Yeah,
it's creepy as shit.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to the movie.
I'd like to go back and check it out, the game, and it's because probably like now it's just like ridiculously silly.
Because it probably looks horrible.
Yeah,
graphically.
You just like watch it and you're like, what the fuck?
I did recently play an import copy of the very first Clock Tower game for Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah,
and it was amazing. That game is so good, and it's very scary. And it's for Super Nintendo of all.
I liked in Fatal Frame when you just let the controller go and the screen starts freaking out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
The faces start showing up. Yeah. Well, there you have it. Fatal Frame, very scary.
What are we talking about again? What is this episode about? Video games? We're doing a video game podcast now, I think?
I think so. Poltergeist 3, not so scary. Unless you like 300 jump scares.
Poltergeist 3 video game.
Poltergeist 3, the video game?
Yes, and you have to escape from the water fucking potholes.
all you do is walk around an apartment complex, a high-rise apartment complex, looking in mirrors.
Yes.
And watch pipes turn into water.
Yes.
That sounds so fucking exciting.
All right. Well, I think that will wrap it up for the week. Send us your questions to podcastfilmpulse.net. Follow us on Twitter @FilmPulseNet, @FilmPulseKevin, and @MyLegsDon'tWork. And please take a look at our Patreon page at patreon.com/FilmPulse and consider subscribing for as little as $1 per month. For Kevin Rakestraw and Ryan Holes, my name's Adam Patterson, and we will see you on Monday.
See you later.